Hi everyone and welcome to the Timeless History channel with me, Deric, aka Sal, the Omega Enthusiast. In this episode, I want to share two recommended vintage Omega skin diver watches, the Omega Seamaster 120 and the Omega Geneve Admiralty. I recommend these two pieces for several reasons. They are super attractive, wear and sits perfectly on the wrist, have durable solid cases, and most importantly, they carry one of the best Omega movement. These timepieces are well sealed, preventing moisture and dust particle from entering. Let me go ahead and introduce each piece individually for a deeper understanding of the two references. Let's start with this 1967 Omega Seamaster 120 under reference 135.027. This is a first generation model with 4 gens references. 2 are manual wind, 2 are automatic, and they are all just as excellent to own. But for the purpose of this video, I will focus on just one reference, the manual wind without the date feature. It is also the most straightforward piece and most uncommon of the 4. It is also the reference with the most fake out there. So if you're going to source one of these, make sure you know what you're looking for or buy from a trusted dealer. Omega 120 only comes in stainless steel with a rotating metal bezel. The bezel's condition is highly important as it can significantly affect the watch collectible value. Always examine the bezel circumference to make sure the metal rim is showing, as it is not visible on a fake bezel. When servicing a Seamaster 120, removing the bezel to clean the underside is recommended so that rotating is smooth and easy. The rotating bezel was introduced so that a diver could track his time spent underwater and prevent him from exceeding his diving time limit with limited oxygen. The Seamaster 120 case measures 37 mm across, excluding the crown, by 42.6 mm from lug to lug. The case thickness is 9.7 mm, including the original acrylic sign crystal. The crystal has a tension ring that provides extra tightness to hold it against the case. If you cannot locate the original crystal, it is alright to fit the watch with a generic crystal, but make sure it is the correct size to fit tightly into the case. The case lug width is 19 mm. As you can see from the vintage ads, it was originally sold in leather, rubber strap, or metal bracelet. The waterproof crown was signed, and the case has a rubber gasket as well. The dial condition is as critical as the bezel condition, as it can also significantly affect the watch value. The original set of index hand is the fat version with luminous paste and a sweep white painted second hand. When you browse online for a Seamaster 120, be aware when you come across the 31mm version of this watch, as that is a ladies' watch, but commonly described as a mid-size gents watch by some dealers. Open the screw-in case back. Inside, it will show the model reference number. Inside the body of the case, 4 important things to look for are the case gasket, the 2 case clamps to secure the movement holder metal ring to keep the dial center, and the manual wind movement is an Omega caliber 601 with 17 jewels. Omega caliber 601 has a screw regulator balance bridge and is one of Omega's best vintage manual wind movement. It is the manual wind version of a caliber 550. You can click the link above to watch a past episode on 17 Omega caliber based on a caliber 550. The second skin diver I'm sharing is this 1969 Omega Geneve Admiralty under case reference model 135.042. If I'm correct, the Admiralty was only made available for the Italian market from the late 1960s to the early 1970s. That said, the owner that sold me this watch was from Italy, and he said he purchased this timepiece in new old stock condition and wore it for a short period. So the condition of this watch is as close as it originally appeared 55 years ago. As a bonus piece, the original tag also came with this watch. The Admiralty came in several references and case design, some with shorter and longer case lugs, and with or without the rotating bezel. Like the Seamaster 120, this version that I am presenting comes with a rotating bezel. It is also available in 4 references, 2 manual wind, 1 with the date and 1 without the date, and 2 in automatic, 1 with the date and the other without the date. In addition, 135.042 came in 3 color tones, metallic, blue, and burgundy. The metallic and burgundy version came with the orange second, and the blue version came with a blue second. Even though some collectors will say the Admiralty has a distinctive anchor on its dial, that is not always the case, as some came without the anchor printed on the dial. This example also comes with its original metal bracelet, with the class number 1168 and the end piece number 638. When a regular size vintage Omega watch comes with its original complete bracelet, its length is usually around 8 inches. The rotating bezel can be turned in both directions. The case measures 37.3 millimeters across, excluding the crown and crown guard, by 40.3 millimeters from lug to lug. The case thickness measures 9.5 millimeters, including the original signed acrylic crystal, making this piece one of the thinnest vintage Omega skin dive watches. The case lug width measures 18 millimeter wide. The crystal takes a metal tincturing, and the waterproof crown and case carry a gasket. Open the screw-in case to find a beautiful fully serviced Omega caliber 601 manual wind movement inside. The Admiralty does not require a movement holder to keep the movement centered, but it still requires the 2 case clamps to keep it in place. Unlike the Seamaster 120, no ladies version of the Omega Geneve Admiralty exists. Here's a side-by-side comparison of the 2 pieces. I've chosen these 2 pieces because they are the thinnest skin divers vintage Omega watches on the market. The crown on the Seamaster 120 is larger, but the case on the Geneve Admiralty has a crown guard. If you had to choose between one of the 2, which would you go with? I hope you enjoy watching this episode. Remember to share, like, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the following video.